What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and today we're going to be looking at just the Discord for this information regarding this current Sugo-Fest banner, which is the Pirate Rumble Sugo-Fest. It's just a lot easier doing it this way rather than recording it off my phone, but I wanted to talk about it because it is interesting, and I think a lot of people were really, wondering when this character is going to be coming out, and there's full confirmation. This news was actually came out, I think, when the mainnet's finished yesterday, I think. So this has been out for a while, but I haven't had an opportunity to make a video on it. But let's talk about this one, because this is actually pretty intriguing. So this is going to be available from December 17th until the 1st of January, just this Pirate Rumble Sugo-Fest. So of course, with most other Pirate Rumble Sugo-Fest, all the other returning PvP raid recruits are going to be coming back. So Jozu, Otama, who else is there? Sanji, Neko, Stussy, all those characters are all coming back. So the thing about it is this is the most anticipated Pirate Rumble PvP unit, because he was really good on Japan. When he first came out, he just dominated the meta on JP for their Rumble, and a lot of people were like asking the question, oh, when are we getting Whitebeard? When are we getting Whitebeard? Well, he's here right now, but there are some very stark differences between the JP and the global banner, which makes this banner honestly skippable. I don't think you should be pulling on this banner, and I think a lot of people that were really hoping for Whitebeard, honestly, I don't think there's a reason to summon on this banner anymore, and we'll go through the reasons why, okay? So 5-star Whitebeard will be recruited at max level with unlock powers and is guaranteed to join your crew as the last wanted poster of the 5th 10+1 rare recruit pool. So you're guaranteed to get him if you do 5 multi-pulls. He comes with max sockets, charge special, bind, despair, auto heal, whatever. The new Whitebeard will have powerful special and ability for Pirate Rumble and will have a lowered cost, making him easier to add to your crew. Okay. Pirate Rumble Sugo-Fest only characters Stussy, Sanji, Cat Viper, Jozu, Otama are back. All wanted posters are 4-star or better, and that's it. Now, for those of you who remember the way that this banner arrived on JP, you would notice that there's a pretty big difference between the two banners right there. Not even just looking at the steps here, just looking at the information of the banner. And that is the fact that this Rumble Whitebeard does not come with max abilities. No, his passive and his special are all level 1. And that was the difference between Global and JP for this banner, is that when this guy dropped on JP and you pulled him, he had maxed out abilities. You didn't have to spend a single scroll on him. He was already level 5 passive, level 10 special, ready to go. Now, obviously, the big difference here is that on Global, he is guaranteed after 5 multi-pulls. This was not the case on JP. On JP, he was not guaranteed at all. It just meant that if you did ever pull him on the banner, he came with max abilities. Now, you have to give and take, and I understand that, but the fact that he doesn't come with max abilities, honestly, I don't know if it's still worth doing the 5 multi-pulls. Plus, Boa Sugo-Fest is out and a lot of people are pulling. For some reason, people just keep pulling. And I know a lot of people are saving for the big banners coming up, soon enough. So is it worth pulling for this Whitebeard? Look, it's here till January 1st. You've got plenty of time to decide whether or not you want to be pulling or not. But honestly, I don't think it's a really good decision. But let's have a look at the steps. The first multi-pull is discounted at 30 gems. The second pull, last wanted poster, is guaranteed to be a quick character. Double characters can be recruited if they are partly quick, yes, of course. The third and the 10th pull are guaranteed to be a Sugo-Fest exclusive. That's interesting for a banner like this. 3 multis for a legend. I wonder what legends are even boosted on this banner. We don't have the legend list yet, I don't think, until the banner actually goes live. And then the 4th and 8th are 1 rainbow gem. Okay, so it's 181 gems to go to the 5th pull, which guarantees you the 5-star Whitebeard, max level, and unlock powers. Yeah, look, I don't know, 181 gems for this character and he doesn't come maxed out? I don't know about that, lads. I don't know about that. The 6th pull, last wanted post, is guaranteed to be a Rumble character. Again, like, this probably should have been the second step. I hate this, I really do. The 7th and 9th is guaranteed to be a rate boosted character, does not include Sugo-Fest exclusives. So the rate boosted character, we got the Sugar Batch, Ivankov, the Bonnie, Kuro Django, Chopperamon, Koala, Karasu, Flampe, Gotti, Cracker, and Bobbin. Weird list of boosted units. I mean, like, we got a couple of Psy units, some quick units. Very weird. I mean, because it's like mainly, from what I'm seeing, Psy and quick. I'd say potentially Shanks' crew could be boosted. I'm not really too sure. Maybe V2 Kuzan. Well, they've been boosted a lot recently. Well, V2 Kuzan, I know, was boosted on a banner recently. Pirate Rumble Sugo-Fest only characters. Right, so these are just the PvP units that are pullable here. So, along with the previous 5, Whitebeard is going to be added. So, look, I don't know if this is really worth it. Let's go through his abilities, because I've got the database up on the side here to kind of go through what he does in PvP, because I know some people were wondering, what does this guy actually do? Like, why do people consider this guy to be one of the best PvP units in the game? Well, let's talk about it. So, Rumble Whitebeard, his captain effect, if you do use him in generic content, if you're below 30% health, quick get 3 times attack, 2 times otherwise. Obviously, very bad. Special ability, 13 turns, 50 times attack, and quick damage to all enemies, reduce despair by 2, and increase defense by 2 turns as well. So it can be used, but it's not a great special. But obviously this guy in PvP is what we're looking for here. So he targets enemies with low health, which is obviously very good, and then 80% chance to avoid special bind. That's not too great. But his ability, which is his passive, for 50 seconds after the start of the battle, boost HP of quick by level 5, and then when there's 50 seconds or less remaining, boost an own attack by level 5, and own special CT charge by level 5, and his own speed by level 5. So for the first half of the battle, quick units are going to be getting a buff. For the second half of the battle, himself just gets a huge buff and just tries to make this Whitebeard do as much damage as possible as quick as possible. So that's what I really like about it, is like you can chuck this guy on the bench, and if he comes on in the late game, like he's going to be an absolute monster. So that's part of the reason why this guy is really good, because he's good at the start of the battle, or you can have him, you know, on your bench, which is great. And of course, he's going to come out with low cost for this probably next upcoming season, so that's obviously going to be really good as well. So let's have a look at his special. It's 33 second CT, and it is going to deal 2 times his attack in enemies in a medium sideways range, so that's obviously pretty decent, and then reduces defense of enemies by level 5 for 15 seconds, and 80% chance to silence or special bind 2 powerhouse enemies for 24 seconds. So this is great, because any powerhouse enemy that is on the enemy side of the field, they just get special binded. Like if there's 2 of them, they'll both get special binded for 24 seconds. And look, especially if you bring this guy in the late game and you special bind them, like they just can't do anything. Like those characters won't be able to launch their special. So that's pretty absurd. So namingly, this is going to be really good against opposing teams that have, like, you know, super tight Blackbeards, for example, that, you know, survive towards the end of the match. You know, being able to special bind him is going to be pretty good. Who else is there? I mean, like, especially on that same team, if you come up against Fujitora 6+, those really annoying character that does a lot of health cut, so you can, you know, potentially block him out, and, you know, even just opposing Legend Whitebeards as well. I mean, this guy himself is not a powerhouse unit. He is a fighter striker, so he can't, like, special bind opposing PvP Whitebeards, but like all the Legend Whitebeards are all powerhouse, so you can use him to potentially counter those guys as well. And I mean, like even version 1 Akainu, I guess to a certain extent could be blocked off with this guy too. He's an interesting unit, and look, this 2 times attack in a medium sideways range, if you get to target a majority of your enemy's team, like this is just going to be GG at this point, especially if you're at this point here where you have his passive where he's at level 5 attack, and if you've got other characters that surround him that give him additional attack, this multiply gets enhanced by a lot, and it's just GG at that point. And especially because he also reduces the defense of the enemies by level 5 for 15 seconds as well, so it means that your other opposing characters on your team are going to be doing more damage to them. Just this character, especially on JP, when he dropped, came at max abilities that you could just chuck him on any team, and he was just decimating opposing teams. And the fact that Global is in an opportunity where, yeah, he's going to be available, but, you know, you got to make sure you got the scrolls to use on him. I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. Look, once he is maxed out, he is very good. There's no doubt in my mind that he is very, very good. But are you willing to spend all the scrolls to do it? I would say if you have the applicable scrolls to max him out, and you have the gems to do it, then I think it's probably worth it. But obviously, you shouldn't be spending on a Pirate Rumble Sugo-Fest if you're not the type of player that really enjoys playing Rumble, or you're not the type of person that ranks really high anyway. Like, obviously, this is meant for people that spend the gems on Pirate Rumble, that have the scrolls applicable. In that case there, then yeah, you should probably do it. Otherwise, you should be skipping this banner. Now, on the other hand, if this guy did come with max abilities, I think that a majority of people would have gone absolutely crazy, definitely done the 180 gems to get him. Personally, I still don't know. I would have been a toss-up if I was going to do it or not, but, you know, if this guy did come completely max, bruh, would have been pretty wild, and you'd be seeing Whitebeards everywhere. And I still think a lot of people are going to pull for this character to potentially get him. And look, he's guaranteed on the 5th multi, but, you know, a lot of people are going to get him before that. You know, his rates shouldn't be too bad. I mean, you never know. But either way, I just wanted to make a video about it, because I know some people were asking, you know, maybe make a video about this Whitebeard. So there you go. That's my thoughts and opinions on it. I don't think it's the best thing ever. Look, I know that Yoshi has not been, you know, getting all those W's in December. There's been lots of questionable decisions that we've seen this month. So I really hope that my man can bring it back towards the end of the month, or even for our anniversary. I'm really hoping that, you know, we get some pretty big stuff soon, because you know, this month's been a little shaky to say the least. So that's going to conclude this video today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.